Howdy YouTube, this is PWLChimmy92. We're back on Roost Island, right where we left off, and you just have to go up the mountain, and there's huge rocks in the way, so you're gonna need bombs. And I throw that bomb because I realized I could make it. 10 rupees! Yay! But anyway, there's the bomb right there. I just set it down, and I want to run away because it goes boom and takes away like a quarter or half of a heart. I'm not sure. I'll probably find out sometime this episode. But, set that one there. Yay. And people won't stop texting me. I know I'm not supposed to be saying this in the episode, but it gives it more flavor. But anyway, I'm trying to, yeah, see, a quarter of a heart. You just, I don't know, that was the funniest thing ever, and it's probably gonna go in a Wind Waker intro if I ever make one. I kid you not. But they love me because they gave me hearts. Anyway, sidle across. You know, it's really nice that they blew up the bridge and then forgot to rebuild it. But anyway, 5 rupees to you. Pick up the bomb. Set it on there. I like how it's perched right on top of it. But anyway, just walk across and you see someone you've actually seen before. Yay! And he freaks out because he's like, dang, you've traveled really far. Because if you see where Roost Island is on a map and where Outset Island is, it's a really long way. I mean, it's almost halfway across the world. But he's like, okay, let my people help out you in finding your sister and blah blah blah, that kind of thing. So he's like, just come inside. Inside where? Inside the mountain. That's epic. It's really epic how they have an inside the mountain. But me being the thief I am, I'm just gonna break all these pots for money. I like money a lot. Too much, probably. But, we have 50 rupees now. But, go inside. People are flying around. Okay, just that one guy. And he's talking about Volu, the spirit on top of the mountain. And apparently he's angry, so don't get on his bad side. And the chieftain wants to help you after he deals with his own problem. So he's like, did you notice the big dragon on top of the mountain? Well, that's Volu. That's our spirit. I mean, we're connected to the sky. He allows us to fly. Whenever our people reach their age of adultosity, they travel, get a scale, and then they grow wings. Please explain this to me if you know. I mean, seriously, in the comments, explain to me how that works. But if they don't get a scale, they remain wingless. Also, I think these people are descendants of the Zoras. Just saying. You'll see why I think so. I mean, yes, they're really fire-based, like the Gorons. Do you see the Gorons in this game? No, I guess not. Huh. Okay. That's weird. Well, maybe they're a mixture of the Gorons and Zoras. I don't know. Leave your feedback in the comments. Anyway, his son is of the age to get wings, but he's given up because his grandma died, I think. He's lost all will to get his wings. But, he wants you to go speak to his son. And he's like, give something to my son. A girl named Medley is holding it for me upstairs. And then he tells you, here, take this, and you got a delivery bag. It's basically for mail, I think. I don't remember. Like, I really don't remember what's supposed to go in there. But Medley is upstairs, and you basically, like, the ramp's on your left. You go up, and you wonder, well, I guess they need it for the teenagers, the ramp, otherwise they could fly. Anyway, that's Medley, and you see that symbol on her front? That's why I think they're part Zora. Anyway, she's like, that I'm the Great Falu's attendant, except not really, because Komali's grandmother is the attendant, except she died. So, Father's letter, you got it, and you have to go give it to Komali. But he's in the very back of the front room. And she basically tells you that she needs a favor, and she wants you to go to the entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern after you give it to Komali. So I'm just gonna jump down because in the Zelda world, physics really doesn't apply, and you don't get hurt by jumping from the second story to the first. Anyway, it's back here, and this door is really creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Go in here, and he's the one sitting with the red glowing orb in his arms, hugging it like there's no tomorrow. Oh wait, no, he's rolling it on his stomach. Now he's hugging it like there's no tomorrow. And then you show him the mail. And he reads it that fast, and then he says, yeah, I've been told to be brave, and you're in this letter, but you shouldn't be poking your nose in other people's business. But you know what? I don't want to go see Valu right now, because he's so upset. And then he calls you out and says you're not brave or anything, but if you can calm him down, or at least get to him, then he'll listen to you. So just go out. And then I have this little moment where I wander around. I think I re-recorded this so many times, I'm not sure. No, wait, I was going to, but I didn't. I'm not sure. Anyway, I couldn't remember where it was. But I mean, all of these, like, I'm showing you all these different places. So I was almost right, but you're one story too high. And I want to say I just went back. Yeah, I did. I went back in his room and I was going to edit this out, and it's midnight right now, so I really didn't feel like it. Plus, I have the other ones waiting to be narrated. So, I was going to act like I didn't deviate off course, but you get to make fun of me now. Go ahead and make fun of me in the comments. Hey, at least I get to read comments. I mean, anyway, go out that door and you'll see Medley, I believe. No, you have to go a bit farther. She's right there. And then you talk to her, and she's like, "Oh, you actually came. I'm really sorry for bringing you to such a dangerous place. I had to. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't need your help desperately. You see this place? There used to be a spring here, surrounded by a beautiful pond. It was peaceful and lovely. But then the Great flew. He became so angry, and in his rage, he shook the mountain, and this boulder crashed down." Yeah, anyway, the spring dried up, because that boulder is plugging it up. But she needs to get across, and she starts talking about her grandmother, or Komali's grandmother, and how she is amazing and everything, and there must have been something, like maybe she took, maybe Medley took Komali to go get the scale, and it didn't work out so well. But anyway, you agreed to help her to get up there, and she just wants to, like, if she can get enough air underneath her wings to fly over that far, then, like, she'll be able to grab onto that and then fly, or climb up and get the rest, like, get to the cavern. Anyway, you just need to wait until it's blowing in your favor, which is now, except I think you have to, I thought at the time you had to jump and throw her, and that apparently is impossible. And if you do it right now, she's gonna fly off some other direction. So, just saying. You might want to try it. I don't know. But, anyway, you just wait until this moment, and I thought you had to throw her in the air again. See, do you see how incompetent I am at Zelda games? But you just wait. It's the waiting game over and over. And it's right after this one. And you throw her, and then she just flies. I guess she didn't even need the lead, like the bridge to climb on. But anyway, she's like, okay, thank you, don't tell anyone, I'll try and calm him down. If anything happens to me, look after Prince Komali. And then she throws you your present, which is really nice because it's an empty bottle. Besides being one of the most important and useful things in Zelda games, it is especially useful in getting past this part. So you just take the bottle, and I'm afraid we're gonna run out of time before we get to, like, the full solution. But you take the bottle, you get some water, you go up the bridge, and then this is the end of the playthrough. Like, comment, subscribe, find me on Facebook, find me Twitter, Formspring, check out my new Pokemon community, Tatakai League, and have a great day, and thanks for watching.